Howdy, it's the Daily Beat. How you doing? I am Ben Shields, and with me is DailyTrib.com news editor Dakota Morrissey. Dakota, how's it going?
It's going great, man. It's cooling off. Feeling nice.
A little bit. At least the nights are cool. Gets up to the 90s during the day, but at least it's been drier.
Yes.
It's a dry heat. There's something to be said about that, right?
I think so. I've been to the Mojave Desert. I've been to all kinds of hot places.
You're from Florida. Yeah.
So I'll take this over all that.
All right. So we've enjoyed some nice evenings here as we're in September. And one story you've been working on was Inks Lake. They just announced that they're going to be lowering Inks Lake. And when's that going to start?
That's going to start in October.
Okay.
And it's going to last almost 8 weeks or so. If anybody hasn't heard, they're lowering Inks Lake by about 8 feet to let people fix up their shoreline properties. And that could be dredging, that could be, fixing the piers on your docks, clearing out debris, whatever you need. And like I said, that's the LCRA taking care of that.
How often do they do this? Do you know?
It's not very often. I think the last time they did Inks Lake was in 2020. It's a big deal to lower the lakes, and they want to make sure there's enough water. There's a lot of things that play into that decision.
So Buchanan Dam having water probably helps then?
Yeah, but just for perspective, based off the numbers they're sharing, if they were to drain Inks Lake by 8 feet and then refill it with Lake Buchanan, that's only about 3 inches off the top of Lake Buchanan. So that's how big Lake Buchanan is. Yeah, so it sounds like everything's going to work out just fine, and all those property owners will get a chance to fix up their properties. But something that's important is that everyone should know is that they are not planning to lower Lake Marble Falls or Lake LBJ, at least not this time around. It could happen somewhere in the future, but right now there are no plans to lower those lakes. It'll just be Inks Lake.
All right, so Inks Lake going to be lowered in October for 8 weeks, going to lower it 8 feet.
Yep.
Okay, that's easy. Just remember those
easy enough.
8 feet, 8 weeks. All right, read more on the lowering of Inks Lake at dailytrib.com. It was announced that Llano County Judge Ron Cunningham is not going to be seeking a third term.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just so county judges can run as many terms and serve as many terms as they can win. But Cunningham has said he's tapping out, in his own words. It's due to family matters is what he told me. He just wanted more time with his grandchildren. But Judge Cunningham, so he'll finish out in 2026. He first got elected, started serving in 2019. And when I looked back on it, he's actually kind of been around for a lot of big milestones and events. He was there for the flood recovery after 2018, that flood.
That next year, the following year.
And then, there was a lot of flood recovery that happened in that coming year. He was there for all of COVID. He's been there throughout, and he's a defendant in the Llano Library System federal lawsuit. He was there for Snowmageddon when all that went down.
Fires.
Yeah, the droughts for years, that really brutal drought the last few years. And he kind of facilitated this big shift to the county taking over the Llano Hospital again. So he was there for a lot, and it sounds like he'll be on his way out. There's no clear replacement. Nobody's really filed yet or stuck their head out and said, hey, I'm going to go for it. But this is relatively fresh news.
I'm guessing they're going to have to file soon, though, right? Probably?
Yeah, you got to get a campaign treasurer to be able to collect funds legally, but we won't know who's 100% filed until December 8th.
Okay.
So they have 1 month, November 8th to December 8th, to actually put their name in the hat, and then at that point, they go on to the primary.
I was reading your story, and one quote I found interesting is he said, presidents are 2 terms. How am I any different? So I thought that was a really interesting statement by Judge Cunningham.
Yeah, I mean, it's just lighthearted because everybody, he probably could keep going as long as he wanted. And, I think it sounded like he's ready to move on and do his own thing.
All right, read more about Llano County Judge Ron Cunningham not seeking a third term, dailytrib.com. And so now we're approaching fall, and one of the big places in Marble Falls, Sweetberry Farm, about to open for their fall season.
Yeah, it kind of sprung up on me. I'm still in summer mode in my mind, but then I came across, hey, we're opening up the corn maze this weekend. Come pick some zinnias. And so I went out there on Thursday and took some pictures and explored a little bit. It's beautiful,
Yeah, it's a neat place out there. I really like it.
Oh, have you ever done the maze?
Yes, I did with the kids a few years ago, about 3 years ago. We didn't finish it, so now that they're older, maybe we'll go back out there.
I don't know what this says about me, but it's hard.
Yeah.
It took me forever.
Well, you're not Texan, so you don't know your
true.
geography. It's
That's right.
the shape of Texas.
But if for anybody who's listening, go check out this maze. It is a giant corn maze. It's the shape of Texas. It's got all the little towns in it, and you got to find your way through and explore the maze and get out of there.
All right, so Sweetberry Farm, Marble Falls, opening up this weekend. You can read about all these stories at dailytrib.com. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. dailytrib.com/subscribe. All right, Dakota, always have fun doing this every Friday.
Yeah, thanks, Ben.
I'll be back at this next Friday. Join us. It's the Daily Beat on K-Bay.